You feel it, don't you? That subtle pressure beneath your ribs, that quiet but persistent tension in your thoughts, like something unseen is rearranging itself just beyond your field of vision. It's not dramatic, it's not loud, but it's undeniable. There's a shift happening, and it's closer, bigger, and more personal than you realize. For a long time, life felt heavy, not in a catastrophic way, just dense, like every step forward required more effort than it should have. You kept pushing, you kept showing up, but it often felt like you were moving through resistance while others seemed to glide effortlessly ahead. You questioned yourself, wondered if you were behind, if you missed something, if you weren't doing enough. But here's what you couldn't see at the time. You weren't stuck. You were being rebuilt. Over the past months, maybe even years, you've been in a deep internal restructuring. Beliefs that once defined you have cracked. Expectations you inherited no longer fit. The things that used to motivate you don't hit the same way anymore, and what once felt secure now feels limiting. That's not confusion. That's evolution. And lately, the signs have been intensifying. Your dreams feel vivid, almost instructional. Your thoughts are sharper. That inner voice you used to ignore has grown louder and more precise. It doesn't whisper anymore. It directs. Meanwhile, strange things are happening. People from your past reappear, sometimes with apologies, sometimes with unresolved energy that suddenly demands closure. Opportunities surface that seem oddly aligned with conversations you were just having internally. Habits you struggled to break start falling away without force. Even your body feels different. Sleep patterns shift. Energy fluctuates. You feel waves of motivation followed by moments of stillness that feel purposeful rather than lazy. None of this is random. You're in the middle of a recalibration. Most people expect transformation to arrive like a lightning strike, clear, explosive, unmistakable. But real change doesn't usually announce itself with fireworks. It begins as a low hum, a frequency change, a quiet knowing that something fundamental is no longer the same. You might feel restless, slightly detached from what once satisfied you, less tolerant of superficial conversations, less willing to compromise your standards. You're not becoming difficult, you're becoming aligned. Think about who you were 6 months ago. On paper, maybe not much has changed, but internally, you see through things faster. You recover from setbacks quicker. You don't spiral the way you used to. Situations that once would have shaken your identity now feel like minor disruptions. That's growth. Your emotional triggers are losing their grip. Your boundaries are clearer. Your standards are higher, not out of arrogance, but out of self-respect. And that clarity didn't come easily. You had to face parts of yourself you once avoided. You had to sit with discomfort. You had to let certain illusions collapse. There were nights of doubt, moments of isolation, times when you questioned whether shedding old identities was worth the instability it created. It was. Because every loss stripped away what wasn't truly you. Every disappointment redirected your path. Every betrayal sharpened your discernment. You weren't being punished, you were being refined. You've been releasing the version of yourself that accepted less than you deserved. The version that over-explained, over-gave, overextended. That version had to dissolve so something stronger could emerge. And now, here you are. Not fully arrived, not fully certain, but undeniably different. You don't crave validation the same way. You don't chase the same outcomes. You don't tolerate the same dynamics. You've stepped into a quieter kind of power, the kind that doesn't need to announce itself. That's the first stage of the shift. Internal clarity. Before the external world rearranges itself, your inner world restructures. Your standards change, your tolerance drops, your identity upgrades. And once that internal shift stabilizes, reality has no choice but to respond. This is where things start accelerating. But first, you have to understand what's actually happening beneath the surface. Here's what most people never fully grasp. Life does not respond to what you beg for. It responds to what you embody. For years, you may have wished for change, asked for better opportunities, imagined a different version of your life. But wishing alone never shifted the structure of your reality. Becoming did. Over time, through discomfort, reflection, and experience, you changed your internal standards. You stopped entertaining what drained you. You began questioning what you once accepted without thought. You started choosing self-respect over approval. That shift altered your energetic signature. And whether you think of it spiritually, psychologically, or biologically, the principle is the same. When your internal state changes, your external patterns reorganize. It's like tuning a radio. You don't force a new song to play. You adjust the frequency, and suddenly a different station comes through clearly. You've adjusted your frequency. That's why certain doors that once seemed sealed are loosening. That's why conversations feel more meaningful. That's why aligned opportunities appear without the same level of struggle. It's not luck, it's resonance. You're no longer compatible with the old dynamics. And as uncomfortable as that can feel, it's necessary. But here's something important. This window of momentum won't remain open forever. Not because it will be taken from you, not because you're being tested, but because growth moves in cycles. And right now, you're in a rare expansion phase, a period where resistance is lower and forward movement is amplified. During moments like this, what once required years of effort can shift in weeks. What once felt impossible becomes accessible, but only if you act. And that's where hesitation tends to creep in. You might ask yourself, how do I know which opportunity is right? How do I tell intuition apart from fear? What if I misstep? The truth is simpler than your mind wants it to be. Your body already knows. That sensation in your chest when you imagine taking a leap, that's not necessarily anxiety, it's activation. That pull toward a certain direction, even when it doesn't make logical sense, is recognition. Your nervous system detects alignment before your rational mind catches up. Of course, not everyone will understand this shift in you. Some people will caution you, some will question you, some will subtly discourage you. Not out of malice, but out of their own limitations. Your expansion can feel threatening to those who have chosen comfort over growth. When you move beyond old patterns, it highlights where others remain. And here's the hard truth. What once felt safe for you is no longer safe. Staying in roles you've outgrown, entertaining conversations beneath your awareness, playing small to preserve comfort, that's the real risk now. Because shrinking yourself after expanding hurts more than never expanding at all. You've outgrown the container. Trying to force yourself back inside would feel suffocating. That's why you feel restless in environments that once felt fine. That's why certain ambitions no longer excite you. That's why you're craving something more expansive, even if you can't fully define it yet. This isn't recklessness, it's readiness. But readiness requires action. Many people evolve internally, yet continue behaving from outdated programming. They think new thoughts, but take old actions. They feel empowered, but still operate from fear-based strategies. That creates friction. Imagine updating your entire operating system, but refusing to upgrade your applications. Things glitch, progress stalls, energy drains. Your old methods won't work anymore. The hustling, the forcing, the over-controlling, the chasing.
not because effort is wrong, but because the kind of effort required now is different. You're being called into responsive action instead of reactive action. There's a difference. Reactive action comes from fear, trying to secure outcomes, avoid loss, or prove worth. Responsive action comes from alignment. It moves when the signal is clear and rests when it's not. Think of a river. It doesn't aggressively attack obstacles. It doesn't panic when it meets resistance. It finds the path available to it and flows there consistently. Over time, that steady movement carves through stone. Gentle doesn't mean powerless. Your next phase requires strength without desperation, focus without rigidity, confidence without force. You're not meant to push your way forward now. You're meant to move with precision. And that precision begins with trust.
Trust that you are not the only one being prepared right now. The people who are meant to meet you in your next chapter, they are in their own refinement process. Future collaborators, partners, friends, mentors, they are shedding old layers too, learning their own lessons, building the capacity required to align with the version of you that's emerging. It may feel like you're walking alone right now, but you're not walking unsupported. When the timing locks into place, connection will feel effortless. You won't need to over-explain yourself. You won't need to prove your worth. There will be recognition, an immediate sense of resonance, like remembering someone you've known before. But until that convergence happens, you must protect your energy. This stage is delicate. Old dynamics may try to reclaim you. Family members who preferred the more agreeable version of you. Friends who felt comfortable when you doubted yourself. Systems that benefited from your overextension and silence. Some of the pressure will be subtle, some of it direct. You are not responsible for managing their discomfort with your evolution. You are responsible for continuing forward. There are dreams you once chased that may quietly dissolve now. Goals that once consumed you might feel irrelevant. Definitions of success that used to motivate you may no longer resonate. That's not failure, that's graduation. Completion can feel like loss at first because the mind confuses familiarity with safety. You may catch yourself second-guessing, wondering if you're abandoning something too soon, questioning whether you're making a mistake by releasing what once mattered. You're not. You're creating space. Years from now, you'll look back at this period as the hinge point, the before and after, the moment everything pivoted, the season where old structures crumbled and new foundations were quietly laid. But in the middle of it, it can feel disorienting, like walking without a clear map, like stepping forward without full visibility, like trusting a path that hasn't fully formed yet. This is where courage deepens. Every instinct telling you to release what drains you, listen. Every pull towards something expansive, even if it appears illogical, lean in. Every flash of clarity cutting through confusion, anchor yourself there. You are not drifting aimlessly. You are transitioning intentionally. The destination isn't some distant fantasy. It's the natural next step that becomes visible once you fully embody who you've been becoming. You don't chase it, you grow into it. And now, the invitations will begin appearing. The opportunity that accelerates your heartbeat and triggers a list of reasons why you're not ready. Say yes. The conversation you've been postponing because it could change everything, have it. The door you've lingered in front of for years, walk through it. Do not wait for perfect certainty. Do not wait until fear disappears. Do not wait for one more sign. You are prepared as you need to be. Every setback you endured trained you for this level, Every disappointment sharpened your discernment. Every moment you thought you couldn't continue, but did, built resilience. Not because what's ahead is meant to break you, because what's ahead is meant to expand you. And expansion requires strength. The shift is already in motion. Your only task now is to move with it instead of resisting it, to respond instead of retreat, to trust instead of overanalyze. Everything else will recalibrate around that decision. You're not hoping for change anymore. You've become the catalyst. And when you become the shift itself, reality reorganizes accordingly. This is not a rehearsal. This is the moment you were being prepared for. Step forward, without apology, without hesitation, without shrinking. Because once you move, everything moves with you.